Magic and mythology of the rainbow. As we're now in the time of spring showers and hopefully getting to see a rainbow or two, I thought it'd be nice to take a look at rainbows. Rainbows are one of my favourite meteorological phenomena, and it's caused by the reflection, refraction and dispersion of water droplets, which results in a pretty spectrum of light appearing in the sky. Sometimes, if we're really lucky, we can get not just one but two rainbows, called a double rainbow, which is extra fascinating because the order of colours in the second rainbow are inverted. Rainbows don't just appear after rain, they can be seen close to things like geysers and waterfalls that also spray water into the air, or on things like soapy bubbles. Rainbows may also not just be limited to our own planet, for scientists think that rainbows might also occur on Titan, one of Saturn's moons that has a suitably wet surface and humid clouds, although those rainbows would probably be more to the infrared side of the spectrum than our rainbows. There's a lot of stories about rainbows in mythology and folklore. The best known is that the leprechaun, an Irish fairy being, keeps his crock or pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. This makes it utterly unreachable for humans because whenever we move, so too does the rainbow. We can never reach it. In Aboriginal mythology, the world and all its many creatures were created by the rainbow serpent, who gives forth fertility in the form of rain. In the Bible, in chapter 9 of the book of Genesis, a rainbow appears in the sky after the Great Flood, as a sign of God's covenant to never again destroy all life on earth. Interestingly, the reason that the rainbow is set so high in the sky up in the clouds is that primarily its purpose is to remind God rather than man about the promise. In Christian law, the rainbow is also compared to the weapon of God's judgment. The bow part of the rainbow refers literally in many cultures to the weapon that is the bow, as in the bow and arrow. As it is the bow without the arrow, the rainbow symbolises God's mercy. In Hindu mythology, the rainbow is the bow of the archer. Indra, the god of war and thunder, literally used the bow to shoot arrows of lightning. To the Saxons, Germans and the Norse, the rainbow was Bifrost, the burning rainbow bridge that connects Midgard, the world of man, to Asgard, the world of the Aesir gods. The name Bifrost means something akin to shimmering fleeting path, alluding to its temporary nature. The bridge is guarded by the god Heimdall, who is often considered the Norse god of the rainbow. Another name for Heimdall is Vindla, which means something like protector against the wind or wind sea, referring to rainy gales, and so again we encounter the idea that rainbows are protective. To the ancient Greeks, the rainbow was sacred to Iris, who was their goddess and personification of the rainbow. Iris was associated with the sky and the sea. She was even said to draw pitchers of water from the sea to pour onto the clouds, to water them in order to make it rain. Iris was a messenger goddess, taking messages to and fro the gods and the people of earth. Like the Bifrost or rainbow bridge, Iris links the world of gods to the world of man. To the shamans of Siberia, the rainbow was a little path that took them between two worlds. In what is now present-day Colombia, the Muisca people once worshipped a rainbow god called Cuchavira, whose name means something like shining air, referring to the rainbow. Not only was he the god of the rainbow, he was also the protector of women and the sick, elderly or infirm. Cuchavira served as a messenger. When he appeared, it meant that the worst part was over, in terms of both ill health and bad weather. The connection between rainbows and healing is strong and found in many cultures, most noticeably in those from Asia. In some forms of Tibetan Buddhism, there are references to Dzogchen, or the rainbow body, which is a very high level of realization and a kind of pure light body. The highest state of consciousness achievable before attaining nirvana is also referred to as the rainbow. From India comes the idea of the rainbow of chakras, where each of the 7 main chakras in turn is represented by the corresponding colour from the rainbow. The base chakra at the perineum is red. The sacral chakra just below the navel is orange. The solar plexus above the navel is yellow. The heart chakra in the centre of the chest is green. The throat chakra at the base of the neck is blue. The third eye chakra between our brows is indigo. And the crown chakra at the top of the head is violet. In many modern healing modalities, chakras are checked, balanced and worked with to restore harmony to the mind, body and spirit. Official healthy eating advice in many countries tells us to eat the rainbow when it comes to fruit and vegetables to ensure we all get a good mix of nutrients, vitamins and minerals in our diets. In modern feng shui, lead crystals are often used as earth cures, and it's said that the little rainbows that these crystals produce in bright sunlight helps to clear our homes of any negative or stagnant qi. In modern magic, we know the power of the rainbow, how a rainbow contains all the colours and all the energies that these represent, and therefore symbolises completion and wholeness. Red is passion, protection, blood and energy. Orange is warmth, wisdom and the sun. Yellow is achievement and learning. Green is growth, healing, balance, friendship and abundance. Blue is hope, communication and idealism. Indigo is psychism, intuition and honesty. Violet is spirituality, the higher self, the cosmos and the divine. Rainbows appear twice in the tarot. On the Temperance card we see the angel mixing fire for light and water for rain in a vessel which then pours forth a rainbow. This depicts the transformative element inherent in the card, as well as alluding to how fire and water temper each other. The other card is the Ten of Cups, where the 10 cups are overlaid on a bright rainbow arcing across the sky above a nuclear family. In this instance, the rainbow represents home, familial harmony, abundance, achievement of the family's goals, and blessings from above, all achieved after the family have weathered the storms that went before. Rainbows are like pure magic. Just seeing a rainbow reminds us of the magic that exists in the world around us and makes us feel blessed. The rainbow brings hope and joy, far more than just from the fact that the rain has stopped. Its colours and its nature bring us creativity and inspiration. Rainbows also teach us to value and savour the ephemeral, to remember things do not last, and that everything around us is always changing. All things will pass, both the bad and the good. They teach us the importance of treasuring the things that are truly important, like hope, peace, our memories, our loved ones, and our connection to the divine. The pot of gold does not lie at the end of the rainbow. The real treasure is the rainbow itself and what it inspires within us. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.